Hello, welcome to a day in the life of the Magical Mother. So today we are going to go on a walk and we are going to gather and collect wild edibles. So yes, I do live in the forest, and yes, there are a plethora of wild edibles. But as we were on our morning walk this morning, I realized, wow, wild edibles are literally everywhere and in such abundance. So I know this is a big thing that people are always like, what do they look like? Where can I find them? So I wanted to just make a video walking around the block and literally showing you exactly what is what, exactly what you can eat, what can be used, so that you can start walking around and looking around you and knowing that it really is so much to eat and heal, probably right in your front yard. So let's get started. So as we're walking, and we just came from my house, our first stop, there are actually two different wild edibles here. And the first one that we're going to do is right here. This is miner's lettuce or miner's cabbage, and this is edible just by itself. It's actually really yummy. The kids love it, and it is an awesome little snack to know just in any walk. This next one is called Cleavers, and you will know it is Cleavers because I'm going to try to stick it to myself. It will just stick to your shirt. It won't come off. It's like Velcro. So you will know when you have found Cleavers or when it will stick to you. So what's great is you can just stick Cleavers right to your bag, and there you have it. And as we go through, I will share some of what I do know that is edible and some of its uses that I know otherwise in the section, in the description. I will go through and let you know. Sure. So here is what is called a baby blue eye or candy tuft. There's a bee right there. So let's leave some of the flowers for the bees. So candy tuft or baby blue eyes. There's a moth, a butterfly, there's a bee too, Zion, so be mindful. Everybody's eating these. And these are, Zion, there was a bee right there. Did you see it? More flowers. Okay. So these are not edible or medicinal, but you know that spring is here and they're helping the bees. So that's awesome. That's what these are here for. All right, let's keep walking. Let's leave these yummy candy tufts. And so obviously there's just lots of grass and cattails, and those are also edible. There's lots of yummier things, so you don't necessarily have to just eat grass. So that's kind of one thing that, and then just right here, as we're just looking through the grass, we see more miner's lettuce right there. And Skyanne and Zion both love miner's lettuce. Yeah. Skyanne, Zion, you wanna show us how you eat miner's lettuce?
Yeah. Look at how I eat a whole miner lettuce. Look at how I eat one.
Yum. Those are our forest snacks, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna continue to go on our journey, and I've asked them to ride along with me because I thought it was really just important. And so there's more Cleavers.
And I actually stick some Cleavers on you.
You did?
Yeah, they're on your back.
Would you videotape for me? What? Just like that? Can you see? You should be able to see through it like that.
Great! Cleavers on Mama's back.
So if I'm walking along, you can see it. Fantastic. All right. So, obviously, I feel very blessed living in the forest, and for those of you that do not live in the forest, there are still a lot of these that grow even just in your front yard. Skyen, would you like to stick that to me? Or throw it to Zion and I'll show how it sticks. Can you throw it onto Zion so I can videotape how it just sticks? Throw it back to Zion, and Zion, I don't think Skyen. Oh, just like that. It just sticks. You can stick it to the bag. And we've got our little.
That's good.
Hey Zion or Skyen, if you don't want him to stick it to you, just let him know,
I
please.
don't want him to do that.
She doesn't want you to
Okay.
stick it to her anymore. Thank you.
That's like stick tag.
Well, let's keep walking. Let's see what else we've got. So, I do want to show that it's not just plants growing, but there's also these trees. So these are cedar trees with branches like this. And then the oaks over here have not quite gotten their leaves. So with oak trees come acorns, and we can make a whole video. But I love right now their cute little leaves are coming in, and they're so beautiful. Red and green and orange. And I am just getting loaded up. All right, I'm finished, Zion. Thank you. And then there's ponderosa pine trees and ponderosa needles. Hey, Zion. I had said I was finished.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's so fun.
I know.
Can I stick it to the bag?
You can stick it to the bag. So here is a bundle that fell out of ponderosa pine needles, and
It's very hard sticking it to the bag.
these ones, I'm not sure if you can see it, but they've got little bugs that are stuck to them. So we try not to eat the pine needles that have fallen onto the floor because they often, hey Zion, I've been asking you, it's getting really heavy on my, whoa, let me see if you can see what's going on. I am getting loaded up. I feel like,
Can I get your bag? Your back?
turn it the other way. You need to be able to look through there to see. Zion, so look through it. If you can't see it, then they can't see it. Can you see it? No. There we go. So I don't like it all on me. It's really heavy.
Here.
So, thank you very much. I am going to put it in the bag. Zion, I would like for you, I am asking you, I do not want them on me anymore.
Heavy, huh? Can you stick this to me? Please?
Love, I said I don't want them on me
You have to
anymore.
throw them on me. Just like I did.
Oh. They don't want to come off of me. There. But just because you want them on me, I said I did not want them on me anymore.
Let's go.
Okay. Alright, so here we've gotten to our first batch of mugwort. Right here. And with gathering mugwort, you want these fresh baby leaves at the tips. And mugwort is fantastic for any female issues, moon cycle regulation, and it's great for meditation and dreaming. It can really even help with headaches. There's so many wonderful uses for mugwort, and you can see the leaves right here. So mugwort comes late in spring, and lamb's quarters, which grows a lot the same way as mugwort, will start growing in summer. Okay, so here's another baby oak getting its leaves. Okay. Okay, and now we've come to another tree that is edible, and this is the California bay leaf. You can tell by the way that it smells. It almost has like a licoricey kind of a smell to it.
There's still a bunch on you.
Okay. And with the California bay, it is. Please be mindful of my hair. I know, but you just pulled my hair, so please be mindful. With the California bay leaf, no, thank you. She had said that she didn't want it on her. Please honor the requests of people.
Okay.
She doesn't want to play that game. Thank you.
Let's go down the hill.
Go ahead up and down. I'm going to talk about the California bay for just a moment. So with the California bay, it is much more potent than the bay leaf that you buy in the store. And so we only need one leaf in a soup or any sort of flavoring. And it is very distinct. So this is California bay, and it grows like crazy up in our forest. And it would just be gathering one leaf to use. Okay, so next we've got currants. They've got their beautiful pink flowers on them right now. And these will turn into currants. So currants are a bigger leaf, and a currant bush has no thorns. So when we get to the gooseberry, you will see that gooseberries have thorns, which, look at right across the street. We come to a gooseberry bush. Here's gooseberry, and gooseberry has almost like bell flowers. You can see that. Little bell flowers right there, whereas the currants had clumps. And the gooseberries have littler leaves, the same shape, but littler leaves and thorns. So there's the gooseberry. And then again, lots of cleavers and miner's lettuce every step that we take. All right, I'm walking. So we've got another currant plant right here, some baby cedars, lots of some candy tuft. You can take your time, love, because as I go, I'm going to be stopping. All right, and then we've got a whole currant field over here, lots of currants, which we've gotten some rain this year for the first time in a long time. And so these all have flowers on them, which is really exciting. We haven't had flowers on these currants in the past 2 years that I've noticed. So, very exciting. If the birds don't eat all the currants off of them, we'll be able to get some currants this year. So here we are, some more mugwort. And man, I wish there was smell-o-vision right now, because the warming of the pine needles is my favorite scent in all the world. And here we've got lots of mugwort. And some more currants. And here we are. Some people might notice what this is. This is our first dandelion patch that we have come to.
Can you eat the dandelion?
You can eat the dandelion. So there's our first dandelion patch, and many people, is it a little bitter?
Yeah,
little bitter.
Like
all right. Usually you want the little young leaves if you're going to be eating.
Like the little
here, right here. The younger the leaves with the dandelion, the sweeter they are.
Yummy.
Much better, yeah. The older the leaves are, the more bitter they are. So, dandelion grows absolutely everywhere. It's great to eat, to put in salads, and you can also make, out of the dandelion flowers, you can make jams, meads, wines, and much more. It is definitely not a weed. Okay. Right across we've got another Yummy Yummers. This is, I'm sure, oh, Kayla, can we pick them a little bit more so right here is chickweed. Sorry, I want to try to get what a chickweed, here it is. Okay, so they have little teeny tiny flowers, and these are just so yummy as well. Right alongside, so there's the flowers of the miner's lettuce, and then there's a little flower, almost looks like a little itty bitty tiny daisy of the chickweed. Okay. As I was walking this morning, I saw so many wild edibles and medicinals that I thought it would be absolutely great for us to just go on a walk and literally see that the abundance of this stuff is all around. Here's another little bay leaf tree, California bay. Big old clump of miner's lettuce. We love finding these big old clumps of yummy miner's lettuce, and we just munch on them. Here is a nice big clump of chickweed. You can see the little flowers there.
Mom, come on.
Okay, I'm coming. And I think I passed by the strawberry patch without recognizing it. So there was a wild strawberry patch as well, but I did not, I must have been looking at the other side when we passed it. So, oh, no, I didn't pass it, it's right here. So here is wild strawberries, right there. We're not gonna pick,
I wish they were on you right.
I know, but we're not gonna pick these ones yet. We're gonna see if, some of these might get some little strawberries on them, but, oh, there is a strawberry flower, so hopefully that'll be a cute little wild strawberry, and maybe we'll be able to get to it before the animals do. Usually not, but there's some other wild strawberry patches in our forest that we know about that we can go that produces a little bit more strawberries. So I really love learning about wild edibles, and more importantly sharing about wild edibles, because my husband was a prepper, and we always kept, 50-pound bags of flour, and we prepped because he had a lot of anxiety about the direction that the world was going in. And as soon as we started learning wild edibles and seeing their abundance everywhere, the fear of prepping and having to have food on hand completely disappeared. There is so much abundance in the forest and pretty much everywhere you go, and even in the deserts. There's juniper trees and sage and so many things, yucca, and all of those are wild edibles as well. So I'm looking, here's an alder tree just kind of tucked amongst all of these. Alright, so as we're walking, look at just this whole, alright, we're walking along, and here's our first elderberry tree. So elderberries, or elder bush, not an elderberry tree, an elder bush. There's the leaves. There's the elder bush. And then, amazingly enough, there's a bay leaf, California bay, right behind it. Yes, love? You see a cat?
A path.
A path.
Look at
Probably the...
Silverwood.
Oh, that's the road down there. That's another street, love. So we've got mugwort, miner's lettuce. There's a pine. And cedar. Beautiful cedar tree. And then there's a white fir down there. So as you can see, there's a live canyon oak down there with the spiky leaves. So there's just so much food all around us in the forest, and I think it's so important to educate ourselves of even just a few different things to know that there is no need to ever worry or be in fear of having enough food. So I hope you enjoyed this beautiful walk. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Have a blessed day. So I thought it was important to... These are money plants or silver dollar plants, and these are not edible or medicinal, but they sure are pretty. So while not everything in the forest is medicinal or even edible, it is nice to know that some things are just meant